Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm going to show you how to make these journal covers. Really simple, and we're going to use the laminator as well again today. Really lovely. So this one I have made, this one I showed you last time when we were laminating the little embellishments. So this one I think was done with the Shabby French collection, which is really lovely, and this holds sort of like 2 journals in there, but again you can add more to it. So I'm going to show you how to do the 2-hold ones. I have made this morning this one, which I made with one of the Friday freebies from yesterday, which says enjoy every moment, and I popped that, I've sewed around it, and then I popped it on top of the cherry blossom kit, and I think it looked really nice. And this one I've actually punched 3 holes in the bottom, 3 holes in the top, and the 1 in the middle, and I popped it on with some silver elastic, and I think it looks really pretty. So I've managed to get 4 books in this one, which is really nice because I've made this spine a little bit bigger, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So you can fit four books in that one, so I think they're really lovely. I am going to start off though and show you, just to make, if you've not made these before, just to make the 2-hole ones, because it's easier to tie the elastic. So I'm just going to pop those to the side. What I do want to show you quickly, just a quick flip through of my new digital kit, because I'm going to be using the papers for it. So this is the Vintage Botanicals. Sorry, let me pop these books out of the way in there. So these are Vintage Botanicals. We've got 6 of these lovely botanical papers on here, which are just lovely. Really love these. So we've got 6 pattern ones, flowery ones, and then I've got 4 backing papers like this one, so it's very vintagey and lovely. Oopsie daisy, just like that. And then I've got sort of like 4 embellishments. So this is a nice mix of embellishments. We've got page tabs, little mini tags, little circles, some lovely shapes there, and there's a couple of corner pockets on there which are lovely. This one we've got some lovely big tags, and I've got some little just strips here which are quite nice, as sort of like belly bands. This one and these ones, which I normally do, are the 4 or 6 pages shrunk down into postcard size. And then I've got 4 pockets there, which sort of like obviously sit on your page like this, and then we've got 2 little embellishments there, which are really lovely. So I'm loving this one, so I thought I'd just give you a flip through of that, because that's what we will be using. So I've cut 2 pages down here, and what I've done, I've actually printed on the back as well. So I printed the backing pages onto here, so that obviously when you laminate it, you've got that on the other side, so you don't have a plain white piece on there. So I've got 2 templates here which I've done. Now I've popped some sizes on here, some measurements. So this one here is for the 2 holes, okay, because this bit here, the little spine, is 1/2 inch on here. So I've done it 9.5 inches this way, then we've got 6 1/4 this way, and then we've just taken 1/2 inch for the spine, and then you score it down 5 inches and then 4.5 inches. Okay, but I'll show you how to do that. And then this one with the 3 holes, I've made it so it's 9 3/4, so the spine is 3/4 of an inch. Again, it's 6 1/4 tall, and you score at 5 1/4 and 4.5. Okay, but today I'm just going to show you how to do this one, because it's easier for if you're a beginner, just to show you how to sew in the elastic or tie in the elastic with the 2 holes. Okay, so first of all, let's do a nice pretty purple one. I'm going to get my cutter here. Now let me get my measurements out so I don't forget or cut it all wrong. So what we need to do, let's just open this up. Now I want this side as the front of my cover, so we need to cut it this end. So we need to cut this 9.5. So let's pop that there. Just trim that bit off. And then I think I trim the bottom off. So we want this to be 6.25. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to turn it over because I want you to score it now. There's my little scoring tool. There we go. So I need to score it on 5, so 5 inches. So I'm just going to score it down here if I can. There we go. So we score it 5 inches, and then we want to score it 4.5. So that gives us 1/2 inch of a little spine, just like that. Let's pop this away. Put that out of the way. So let me just bend that just like that. And that one over, so we've got the spine on there if I can. Just like that. So we've got the 1/2 inch of a spine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to round the edges off, just the corners like this. Just like that, and there we go. That's the last one. Oops, put that over there. Okay, so I'm going to just ink around the edges quickly just to finish it off, so just so it looks nice, because that's what I've done on this one. It sort of like makes it a little bit more vintage. You can see just around the outside, because we've cut it, we've got a little bit of a white line. So I'm going to just do that quickly. I will speed this up. Okay, so there we go. I've just inked around the edges on there just to vintage it up a little bit. So I think that looks really nice. So you need to get all these little bits and pieces off, because I'm going to get the piece of laminate here. Okay, and pop this down, but like this. But I find they just, everything sort of like, because they're quite staticky, everything sort of just clings to it. So I'm going to pop that inside. Just like that. Close up to the edge like that. Okay, now on when you've got these little extra bits around here excuse me, what you want to do, if you want to make some of your little embellishments, just push that in a little bit more, pop them in now, because this is going to be wasted, so you can pop some in here. I don't think I've got any ones that I've cut out with here which I can put in there at the moment. Let me see if I've got anything here. I've got some of these left, so what I might do, just so we don't waste anything, pop some of these just in the sides, just like this, so we can use them at another time, just so they're ready to go. Or you can just have whatever you like down the side. You can even do it so you've got some like a little bookmark or something like that in there. But I'm just going to pop these in so I don't waste any laminate on there. Just like that. I think we will probably be able to fit one more in there. Like that. Perfect. Right, I'm going to pop off quickly and just run this through the laminator. So I will be back. I couldn't have up my table because there wasn't enough room, so I will be 2 minutes. Okay guys, so there we go. I've popped it through the laminator. So now I'm going to just cut it out. Now you can cut it out if you want to with a cutter, but I'm just going to pop this, I'm not going to pop it, I'm just going to cut it out with some scissors. Now make sure you don't cut right up to the edge. Leave a little gap. Just going to go up through here, just like that, and then these ones I will cut out later. So we didn't waste anything. So it's going to cut a little bit along the top as well, just to sort of even it out. Perfect. And then go around the edges again, because they are really, really sharp. So you just want to chop a little bit off the corners with your corner punch. If you don't have a corner punch, just get your scissors and just sort of like round the edges a little bit. Oops, didn't cut very well, did it? Don't think I did it very straight, did I? Oh no, that's fine. So there we go. So that's the front and that's the inside. So now I'm just gonna bend it just there. So this is why you need to bend the paper before you laminate it, because it's easier to bend then, because it's already been scored. So there we go. Fold that down, and then we've got our little cover. So that's really, really simple. And now what we're going to do, we're just going to make some little holes in the top and the bottom. I'm not going to pop any little what they're called, eyelets in there, because I don't have the right size. So what I'm going to do, you don't have to have them, I'm just going to pop 2 holes in the bottom, just like that, just there. Okay, and then 2 in the top of it, just in the top of the spine. If you want to measure them, you can, but you don't really need to. So we've got 2 there and 2 there. Now the middle one, if you've got one of the big crocodiles, then you can use that, but I don't. So I'm just going to use my little hole punch here. So I'm just going to pop that underneath like that, and then just sort of guess the middle and just make a hole in there, just like that. That goes through. Perfect. There we are. So then we have 5 holes in there, just like that. Perfect. Pop that out of the way. Now what we need to do is pop the elastic in it. Now I'm going to use some silver again, but here I've got some white. Now this elastic is 1mm a thick elastic, and so is this one. So that's what I've been using, and I find it's strong enough. But I think if you're going to do a bigger one this way, I'll get sort of like a thicker elastic. I'm going to use some shiny silver because I quite like this. I think I bought this at Christmas, but I didn't really do anything with it. I think it looks quite nice on here. Right, so I keep the elastic actually on there. I don't cut anything off. So what you want to do, you want to go through the back or through the front into the middle. You want to go down to the bottom, up through the other hole here, like that. And then this is where you just measure it, just like that. So then you're not wasting anything. So just pull it so it just goes past each other, like that. And then I'm just going to cut it off, just like that. And then we just need to tie a knot. Try, and we want to go through that one so they're both facing the right way. Okay, so when you look at the front, you've got a little bit there and a little bit there. Okay, and then you just tie them. I try and tie it so the knot sort of hit the bottom as well, just like that. Tie it in a knot like that, and then just cut that little bit off. Okay, just like that. And then the middle one, which is the bit that is like the closure, all as I do is I take a piece like this, double it over, and you just want to measure from there to there. Okay, and then you just tie a knot. Now you can tie it, what you need to do, if you want to just tie a knot, if you don't want anything on it, Okay, like, let's have a look. This one I haven't put anything on there. I've just left it as a piece of elastic because it's got writing on. I don't think we need to put anything on it. But this one here, I've added a little bit, if I can do it around the right way, pop that on. So we've got a little tab on there like that. I think that just looks really nice on there. So if you wanted to do that, pick out, if I've got anything on here, I think they're in here. Let me have a look. I've put them in here. I've made some pockets as well, so I'm going to show you how to do those as well. Let me just get one out of here. Like that one, because these are already laminated. Popped it through, so that's one of the embellishments from the kit. So all I'm going to do, so that looks really nice on there, is make a hole either side. So just punch a little hole either side, just on that side, and then you want on that side, and then we want to take a piece of elastic, and that goes underneath it, just like that, just so it holds on like that. So just thread it through. Okay, and then what we need to do is thread this through the hole, through this hole here, through the middle hole, just like that. So both ends through the hole, and then we just tie a knot in it, just like that. Probably need two because my hole punch is quite big, so I'm just going to tie it twice like that. But then you can pop a little eyelet in there as well if you've got the right size. Cut those off, pull that tight, just like that, and that's what goes on the front like that, which looks really nice. And that's how simple they are. Okay, so the elastic bits in here, we've got two like that. I've got some little books that I've got here which I made, which are just the easy little books. I've got a tutorial on how to make those. I did one at Christmas. So you just pop the elastic in between, just like that, either side, and that is your little journal like that. So I think they look really, really nice. So there we go, and you can add more if you wanted to add more to them. You can add more. So the bigger the spine, the more, obviously, the more books that you can pop through, like this one, because that's got an extra 1/4 of an inch on there. You can fit 4 books in there, which is really nice. So that's that one done. So I think they look really good and so simple, really quick and simple. That goes on there, that's your little band, and then we can hang something off there. Let's see if we've got something that we made the other day. Any of these any good? Let's have a look. We can't really have gold on silver, can we? But I suppose I could just pop that one on just so you can see what it looks like. Pop it through the little loop here that you've got, little ball pin or any sort of clip that you've got, and it just hangs on there, and then it just hangs off, so you've got little dingly danglies off it. But I think they are really, really lovely. So quick and simple to do, which are really, really nice. So what I might do then, shall I show you how to make the bigger one? I think we have enough time. So we shall take this piece here and we'll do the bigger one. Let's pop these on here. Pop all our little bits out of the way. So let's get our cutter. So the bigger one here, we want to do the bigger spine. Okay, so we need to do, let's pop this out. We want to cut this down to 6 1/4, like this. Okay, and then this piece I want as the front of the journal, so I'm going to cut this piece off here. So we need to measure this 9 3/4. Okay, so let's just cut that little end bit off. Keep all your little scrap bits, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to score this one. It's my little score. Let's pop this down so hopefully we're in shot. You want to score 5 1/4 here, just like that, and 4 1/2. So where are we? 4 1/2. There we are. Down like that. Pop that out of the way. So we've got this little spine here. If you wanted the bigger spine, obviously make it a little bit bigger. Just like that. So that's it, like that. So that's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to just round the edges so it's exactly the same as it was before. What we did, just round the edges, just like that. Okay, I'm going to quickly go around the edges with a little bit of ink. Okay, so that's all inked up around the edges, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to just pop another laminating pouch onto the there. Let me just get one out here. I think I've got a couple on this one. Pop that out of the way. Make sure we're not going to get all staticky on here. Pop this down this way round. Just like that. Pop our little journal cover in there, and then we go right to the bottom. Just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly and laminate this. 2 minutes. Okay, so there we go. I've just gone and pop that one through the laminator, so I'm just going to cut it out. Just go around the outside gently, make sure you don't cut into it. Just like this. Now, just going to pop the corners, just round the corners like this. Oops. Didn't work very well, did it? I think I need to sharpen my corner punch. Let's just chop these off a little better. There we go. Okay, so then let's just bend it like that. So we've got the spine, just like that. Perfect. So I'm just going to pop some holes in it, then I'm going to show you how you thread the elastic in for the 3 holes. Right, I'm going to pop 3 holes in here, so I'm going to go 1 in the middle, oops, and then 1 either side, just like that. So 3 in the top and 3 in the bottom. And then we need to do the one that's in the middle. So let's use this again. Let's see, Daisy, pop that down. Just eyeball it roughly in the middle. Push that down. Oh, there we go. that away. So then there we are. So we've got 3 holes in the top and 3 holes in the bottom, and then 1 in the middle. Now I'm going to use some white elastic for this one. So let's just take this out, unravel it. So what we're going to do, if I can remember, make sure I don't confuse you all, we shall go up through, this is going into the middle. Okay, so through the middle hole, back down through the middle hole. Okay, and then we go up through the hole next to it. Let me change hands. There we go, up through there, down through the top one, like that. Have a little bit more elastic. And then we want to go up through the middle one again, like that. Down through the middle one. Again, take that piece out of the way. Let's have a little bit more elastic. Like that, and then we go up through this one here, and then what we need to do is just cut that off just about there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that again for you so you can see how it's done. Okay, so then you've got your 4 strands there. So now we've got to the right length. Excuse me. Oopsie daisy, sorry, I had to have a drink then. So let's try to show you again. Okay, so we come, oops, if I can find the end, up through the middle one, okay, and then you want to go down through the middle one. This is how I do it, so I don't know whether it's any different for anybody else, or if you've seen it any different. So, pull this one so it's right down. So you just go in through, up through the middle, all the way down to the bottom, up through the next hole, and then down through that same hole, so they're all straight. Okay, and then you want to go up through the middle hole again, okay, like that, back down through the middle hole, up through the next hole next to it. Okay, and then this piece, the end piece, just pops up through that one, like that. So all of them are not crossed over, they're all the same. So they all go down like that. Okay, so then we just want to make sure they're pulled quite tight, just like that. Not too tight, but you want them sort of reasonably tight. And then we just tie a knot in it like we did before, just like that. Oopsie daisy. And then we go pop that nice and tight, and then I'm going to just cut that little extra bit off. Okay, so then we've got 4 elastic lines down there, and then they're just nice and neat in the back, on the front I mean. Okay, so now again for the front one, or for the closure, we'll do the same. We'll just pop that down like that, and then pop that in half. So that's how much we need, just like that. And again, shall we have something to put on there? What have we got? What did I do with that little pouch? Here we are. I'll show you how to make these pouches as well. So I've got one of the little round embellishments here, which I'm going to pop on the front. So again, I'm just going to punch 2 holes in it, just like that, either side. Oops. And then pop this through the back, and you can have it either side, and through there. And then what we need to do, so it's like that, just pop these through the middle hole from the outside in, just like that. Oopsie daisy. Pop that through there, and then we just tie a knot, just like that. Tie a double knot on this one, if I can. There we go. And then that just pulls tight. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have to take some of my booklets out. I've got two here. So we put one on that one. And then we have the next little one here. Let me take the two out of this one, just to show you. Like this one here. These ones I haven't stapled together yet. That goes through there. And then this little booklet goes to the first one, just like that. And then you've got your 4 little booklets in there. So I think they're really, really nice, and I think you could probably put maybe another one in there. But again, if you wanted to put more in there, just make your spine a bit bigger, and I think you still get away with it this way. But I think they're really, really lovely, and really are, once you know how to do them, they are quite easy to do. Let's upside down. Let's put it that way. There we go, and that's your little closure. And again, we can have a little dingly dangly hanging off here, whatever we like. Let's see what we've got I've made here. We could have a nice little bit of lace, a little lace flower on there, because I like my dingly danglies. And there we go, guys. How simple was that? There's another thing I wanted to show you as well, because I haven't actually popped these, instead of in the other video that I showed you, to sew these little journals that we made, these little notebooks together, we did the pamphlet stitch, but these ones I'm just going to staple. Now I think I saw, if I can rightly remember, I think I was watching a video from the Paper Outpost, I think so, not 100% sure, but I thought I would show you. That's what I did with the other ones. Now I've got a rubber. Now obviously my stapler won't fit in there because this bit isn't big enough. So she opened it out like that, got these all together so they're all flat and nice, popped a rubber underneath, popped that down, and then got your stapler and just pressed it in. Make sure you are in line with your spine, so that just pushes in. Let's do the next one, just like that. Pop that down like that and pull this out so that the staples just go into your rubber. And then what we can use is something just flat, something like that, and just pop the staples down, just to push them down, just like that. And that's so easy, just like that. So you've got your little notebook with the little staples in there, ready to go in here. And it's so much quicker and so much easier for these than actually doing the sort of pamphlet stitch, if I can speak. So that goes in there like that, and we're all done. So we've got some lovely journals. So I think they are really good and so simple. So you could make lots and lots of these, especially if you're doing if you want to get some gifts ready to send out this year, these are perfect. And who wouldn't love a lovely little journal like this? I think they're great. So we've got that one, we've got this one here, like that. We've got this one which I made from the Friday freebie and the Cherry Blossom kit. This one was from the new kit, which is the same as that one, which I love, which is the Vintage Botanicals. That's the Vintage Botanicals. And then this one, I believe, if I can remember, is the Shabby French collection on there. And they've all got the little dingly dangly. So I think I really, really like these. They are so simple, so good. So I hope you like them as well. And I hope you're going to give it a go. I'd love to see you post some of them on the Facebook page. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, and I will see you soon. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.